night. Who the fuck is going? Sometimes you just never know. Every single fucking bolt hole in that piece of shit was stripped. So a little transmission took longer than pulling any of those two motors. Finnegan's voice always plays in my head when I carry a transmission. Because of when they fucking won Power Tour. That was like, you transmission bench pressing son of a bitch. Anyway, Tony Angelo solid for doing that shit for him. This bitch is out. I haven't really been able to work on the chopper that much, but I already got the seat going. Look at it, that shit's sexy. Si se le asiento la moto, la placa, una placa que tenía ahí de otra moto, atornilla.
¿Oh, sí?
Simón para la... Yeah, so I gotta remove this fucking external oil cooler for the 350. And hopefully the fucking adapter from a regular other 350 fits that I have here because it's a fucking quest. See, basically now it's gonna have the spout for the old school type of filter. That's this diameter, which is the S5, an AutoZone brand. Yeah. And this is no longer gonna be here. With those two long bolts are the ones that adapted to the 350. Of course, we're not gonna run with that filter like start the engine or anything, you know, it's clean from the inside. It's from one of those scrap blocks. We just put it on there so no dirt will go in there, but we're gonna run a new filter just to go and show that now it's converted to the old school style filter and we can fucking proceed with putting this hole in here. Also, it'll do a lot of the fucking tailgate. I should do a lot of sanding and shit. But closer than yesterday. It just sanded for like an hour. And I did give the fucking a gang of hand sanding to the grill. But yeah. I'll do something on this steel. I gotta do the lights. Have something done for next month, so I hope we can pay me. Just playing. But I gotta finish that house. It's just the lights and I guess today here first order of business. I kinda already had a suspicion I was gonna have to, but I don't really want to. But I'm gonna have to lop off this motherfucking factory clutch pedal setup so we can clear the headers and the fucking transmission. And well, this car is no longer gonna have a 3 on the tree. We're actually gonna utilize this ear to fabricate a leverage system for the fucking automatic So I've got to get rid of this piece of shit. This was just a floater, and then all this clutch pedal stuff. But yeah. I just want to get it in there. I'm gonna go from under it and see if I can remove it. More than likely I have to fucking lop it off. But if not, I'll unbolt it and see, move on with the fucking moving. I cut that shit. 2 good clean cuts. It's kind of a weird angle to use that song, but it came out good. That shit always reminds me of that song from Mortician, where he's like, "At least you make good clean cuts." You know, it starts all sick, but if you know, you know. Anyway, hell yeah, my brother. Conectate la azul. Ahí está. She sure does look cute in there. I think I still need to go back. I don't know if I can go back because of these supports. But like this, I wouldn't need to run an electric fan. And I think that's what's gonna need to happen here. We'll see how much more back we can go. But you see this is a cowl support or some shit. We could cut it, but do we really want to cut it? We'll see right now. But I could fit there, maybe, with an electric fan, like I said, probably. I hate electric fans. I want a mechanical fan. Yeah, overall I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Nothing too drastic. I think this is first, but back as we can go because of the cowl spacing. But consequently, it is also more or less where this transmission mount lines up. This rubber mount here that came when the transmission is broken, but it's supposed to have a rubber mount with a pin. We can run an extender plate off of this and just put the pin where it's supposed to want to be. Here, barely clearing the original transmission tunnel without having to cut shit. The only thing that would land us is having a fucking not be able to fit a mechanical fan and shit. Alright, so far so it looks, due to the fact that these braces are here, they can't slide back any further. Also, consequently, it actually lines up pretty close to the transmission cross member here, like I previously stated. It clears the tunnel here. So that's 2 out of 3. I guess we're gonna run an electric fan since it's pretty gonna clear up here. I would want to go back a little bit further, but you know, you don't really want to cut into a car. We can live with an electric fan, I believe so. Hell yeah, wow. Anyway, I think we're gonna need center dump, exhaust. Looking at everything here. We got rid of that fucking old clutch and brake pedal flipper. We're gonna fucking make this static so we can shift with it, but that's later. Later. First I gotta make these motor mounts. You see, this one comes in this plane and this one here, so we're gonna have to do some offset shit to get up to those clamps. But it's looking easy, actually. Chevy with Chevy should be golden. All standard. This wasn't an actual smoothie sport bumper. Somebody made it one. They welded in all the holes for the rubber trim. We're just bringing it back down so we can prime it again and paint it the color of this truck. It had a whole lot of drips on it too. Put it all over. I think this bumper fits. Maybe. I think this is the bottom part. I'm not too sure. But we'll see if it fits. I think it'll clean up decently, maybe. It goes with the patina on the grill of this car, though, for sure. Damn, that bumper's sick as fuck. I like how the fucking nalga of it is gonna come to this fucking titty points on it. To my understanding, looks like a 54 Chevy bumper. Not too perhaps sure, but you know, it's basically the same shit. Comes back down all the way over here. It's gonna tuck in sick. And it's gonna come into the top. And this, it's gonna receive it right here. Same width. Should be sexy. This is the version without the license plate. And the insurance was cleaner. It is missing the fucking teeth. You can see on my fucking 52 or on my 55 that most of them have them little fucking teeth. I don't know about this one though, unfortunately. My shit popped. Fucked up my fender. Damn, I rode this bitch all the way from the fucking freeway over here. Fucking flat shit. Fucked up my fender. That shit popped like I was going 95 or some shit, and then popped, and the fucking bike just started shaking, and I couldn't even make it stop, because usually when I've gotten flats, I can control it right away. And I was just skiing, let go of the gas, downshifted, and then just rear brake, boom, made it out. And then I just fucking pretty much limped this bitch all the way over here. It's what, like 12 miles? But once you go over 40, this bitch starts getting squirrely. First order of business here, I had to remove this rubber mount from that old transmission because this bolts on to the cross member, and it will be my easiest route here to adapt this fucking TH. This is gonna bolt down in there, and then I'm gonna plate coming from here straight back, and it's gonna bolt onto the transmission. Hell yeah. Barely clears up in this hole. Kids, you gotta make sure you inhale all these toxic fumes to ensure a quick and early death. I'll just play. Look at that motherfucking beat. I'm making that transmission crossover here with some gussets. Gusset tones. Laid lines and gentle cracks. The transmission is mounted. Gusseted that original mount from this transmission to the original mount from this car, but I had to lop it and then flip the insides to strengthen it. And there it is. I don't have nuts. I don't have nuts on those fucking bolts facing down. These right here. That it's like that one, but it's facing down through here. Cause I gotta go into the car, but I might have to put longer ones. But I just wanted to like rest the transmission's weight on it. Ready for the drive shaft. Everything's clearing. Kind of like a fucking goat's hair right there on the tunnel, but some hammer. Like I stated, those bolts back there ain't got nuts in them yet because I still gotta kind of tilt this bitch around a little bit, kind of like that right there is perfect, so I can make the front motor mounts. Right now it's hanging from this chain, but you know, everything in its time. Processes is going as planned. Crankshaft clears, steering crossmember clears. Yeah, so everything clears over here pretty fucking barely, but golden. Like I said, we are gonna need center dump fucking manifolds to make it jive, but we'll worry about that when we worry about that. But yeah, everything seems pretty golden. Gotta make those motor mounts. I got the transmission motor mount. Transmission mount made. Hell yeah. I gotta fucking cut these bitches in half and move on with the moving on. We have her right where we want her. That right there you see is a bolt mount for the Chevy, unattached. Just here for test these purposes. So that shit goes there, and now I gotta make some ears that come this way and meet to this bolt, which I'm gonna use this nice bolt that I made here from a differential clamp. Should be golden. Closer than yesterday. Transmission's mounted. For sure she is exactly where she's gonna be. So bring me some milk. I would see these fools and think that meth. Those front wheels are temporary because I can't find any that fit the offset of the steering arm clearance. Alright, so far so it looks, due to the fact that these braces are here, they can't slide back any further. Also, consequently, it actually lines up pretty close to the transmission cross member here, like I previously stated. It clears the tunnel here. So that's 2 out of 3. I guess we're gonna run an electric fan since it's pretty gonna clear up here. I would want to go back a little bit further, but you know, you really don't want to cut into a car. We can live with an electric